Hello, my friends, to my Let's Play of Dragon Quest Heroes. This will be my first Let's Play. And, hopefully it'll be good. Dragon Quest Heroes is kind of an older game, but it's definitely worth looking at. It was a collaboration between Square Enix Dragon Quest franchise, fantastic franchise, I have a bit of history with it, and Omega Force's Dynasty Warriors franchise, again, a franchise I have some history with. So when this started coming out, I got really excited, and I wasn't disappointed. I have in fact played this before. I'm gonna do a little bit of upkeep. You get to pick one of two characters, and this affects the story mildly.
You would choose me.
Okay. Now, as I said, I have a bit of history with the Dragon Quest franchise. My very first, one of my very first RPGs, not the very first, but one of them, was Dragon Warrior 7, which, it wasn't called Dragon Quest in the West, back then. Because of a copyright issue. That's what I heard. And, that is a really long game, but it is fun. It was for the PS1. I ended up picking up Dragon Quest 8 for the PS2. That is, in my opinion, the best of the Dragon Quest games. Then we went through something of a dry spell. Dragon Quest 9 came out. I hated that game. I don't find anything redeemable about that game. The class and leveling system was really bad. And there were a handful of decent characters. But the fact that your own party was... You generated your own party, while might have looked like a good idea at first, totally damaged the game. Of course, then I got a chance to go back to some of the remakes. Dragon Quest V, Hand of the Heavenly Bride, also a great game. And of course then, Dragon Quest XI came out. Fantastic game. I would call it the second best that I have played. Just edging out Dragon Quest V. And that's something I think everyone should pick up. Not that the Dragon Quest franchise has been without its problems. Mostly due.
Mostly due
In a curious dimension, quite unlike our own, there was a very special world where humans and monsters lived together in peace. In the majestic city of Arbor, which stood at the center of that world, the most important festival of the year was just beginning. And the streets resounded with the happy cries of man and monster alike.
Childishly simple. The prize is as good as mine.
Ah, not bad. Not bad at all. All right, my turn. All I have to do is hit something, right? Should be easy enough.
Goo, look!
And so, it begins.
What's that?
Yeah, as I was saying, the Dragon Quest franchise has had some problems of late,
What could this
mostly
mean?
due to its
Monsters have never attacked humans before. Why now?
primary composer.
And how many? Could they all have been affected?
What? Even Helix, you mean? Helix! Oh, thank goodness. It looks like he's okay.
But the castle may not be. Our comrades are under attack. We must act now, lest they suffer for our complacency. Listen carefully. I will circle around to the rear of the castle and assess the situation. You, meanwhile, will approach from the
You
front.
want to follow some long-winded plan? Thanks, but no thanks. We're royal guards, so let's guard some royals. We need to find King Doric right now.
Wait! Headstrong fool. Does she mean to fight them all off on her own?
Yeah, again, as I was saying, the problems that they've been having are mostly due to their chief composer for this franchise, who has done a good job, but has become incredibly tight-fisted in terms of his music. And what's more, it's basically become something of a Holocaust denier. Not the Holocaust of the Jews, but rather
Okay, are you two
the
ready?
Holocaust committed
Let's
upon
go
the
over
Chinese
basics
people
of
in World War
fighting,
II
just to
by
be
the
sure.
Japanese.
First, you should open the menu and take a good look at the action list.
Monsters, here, already. Then we have little choice. We must fight our way through. Searing slash!
Eep. Time to give the action.
Now,
judge
Dragon
a
Quest
look at the
Heroes
menu.
is a hack-and-slash game. Sort of.
Oh,
It's what's
I know
called
an
a
amazing
Musu
attack.
game.
Try oozing this. Yippee! That's the way to do it. Okay, try this next.
Searing slash!
Great! That was perfect.
Musu games have a bit of a
I wish there was another way,
reputation
but it
for
looks like
being
we'll have to fight them.
mindless, and it's well-deserved.
Gooey. It was the attacks I told you about.
I still enjoy
Do it.
Sometimes
Let's
mindlessness
do other
is
spells and
just
abilities
fun.
next. Both use up magic points, or MP for short. That's blue
Not to
bar
say
on the
that's
bottom
the only
left
type
of
of
the
game I
screen
enjoy.
is your MP gauge. Go on, try using an ability.
Inferno Slash!
One of the
Eek! There's more of
cheap
them.
type of games I play are strategy
What
games.
ability you just
That's
learned?
how. That's a type of game I enjoy myself.
Great work! You're a super duper fighting machine.
You can't skip the
That looks like the
tutorial,
last of them.
which is
Come on,
okay
let's
because
keep
they
moving.
intersperse story in there too. It's actually not especially long.
If you can't go through something, go over it. Try jumping.
Searing Slash!
Eek! Maguses! They like throwing spells from far away, so watch out. Don't panic if you think a spell's going to hit you. Just dodge out of the way. And if an attack's coming from dead ahead, you can use your shield to block it instead.
The monster threat here has been suppressed. Onward! To the throne room!
Oh, for heaven's
Now,
sake,
I have been
more
gaming
monsters.
for
Let's get this over with,
A
shall we?
long time. I played a little bit of Atari very early on, though I never
There's
owned
treasure
one.
chest on top of those crates.
First system I owned was the Sega Genesis.
To open it, just go up to it and stand still until you see the button sign.
And after that was the PlayStation and Super Nintendo. And the PlayStation is where I got involved in the Dragon Quest franchise.
Smash any pots you see. You never know what you'll find.
As I have mentioned before, with Dragon Warrior 7. And but I didn't get involved in the Dynasty Warriors franchise until the PS2 era with Dynasty Warriors 4.
Before we can proceed, the monster threat here must first be suppressed.
Whoop. Yeah, this is a helix there for a monster.
Excellent! It seems the threat here has been suppressed.
I quite enjoyed the Dynasty Warriors franchise, though anymore I tend to gravitate
If the cellars are
towards
anything to go by, a sizable force awaits us within the castle.
Dynasty Warriors Empires, which is more strategic.
I'm starting to get
Sort
really
of.
worried about the king. We've got to hurry.
At the very least, it's not the same all the time.
What is the meaning of this?
Your Majesty!
Ah, there you are, my brave young bodyguards. Our monster friends have gone quite mad. The little devils all turned on me at once.
Both the castle and the town have been overrun. We must devise a strategy without delay. Right. You and I must stand fast while His Majesty and Helix fall back toward the throne. The task of defending the throne room will be ours. When the enemy draw near, one of us will meet their advance and launch a counter-offensive. The other will hold position and protect King Doric from any who make it through the onslaught. But even if we do defeat the enemy before us, we cannot afford to let our guard drop. If my assessment of the situation is correct, they will divide their forces into several groups and attack in waves. Each time they do so, one of us must guard His Majesty while the other renews the onslaught. By alternating our roles, we shall be able to conserve energy and keep the enemy at bay indefinitely.
Really?
Only-
You're still talking. Thanks for the master plan, but if it's all the same to you, I'm going to go and batter those monsters before they get to the king.
Why, you... To rush in without a sound strategy is pure folly.
You are most kind, but I have no need of your protection. Nay, let we three stand and fight, side by side. Now to arms, friends, for armor!
Yeah, the game and the story in this game's a bit better than most Musou games. The original Dynasty Warriors series focuses on actually a history period. The Warring States or Three Kingdoms period of Chinese history between the Han and Qin dynasties. More importantly, it derives from
Remember our strategy.
the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, which is sort of a fictional history version of those events.
Onward! Burn! As suspected, they cover for their lack of strength by attacking in waves. Our strategy must be to...
Sorry, bit busy. How about we adopt a strategy I like to call whack them till they fall over?
A fine approach indeed, my dear. Now look sharp, the pair of you.
Searing slash!
Now, this game develops a system later on that makes it something of a tower defense game, which is actually works really well in this format.
Perfectly executed.
Anyway, again, I apologize for all the pauses and the little hesitancy you might hear from me. It's my first Let's Play.
Charge!
Just, if you can, be patient with me.
What the? Look how many of them there are! Where are they all coming from?
Could all the monsters taking part in the festival have descended on the castle at once? Inferno slash!
Ouch! Stop it! Leave me alone!
Searing slash! Inferno slash! Searing slash! Burn! Onward!
And, okay.
Searing slash! Searing slash! Searing slash!
Yeah, these items I'm picking up are part of a crafting system, though it's incredibly weak.
I foresaw their every move.
And we're about to move into the last part of the tutorial here. I selected this game because pretty quickly
Not much further now.
I'm going to be doing a Let's Play of Dragon Quest XI. And this one actually is pretty conducive to
Just as I thought.
a
I
Let's
feared
Play.
they might be holding such a creature in reserve.
Dragon or not, there's only one thing we can do. Come on then. Let's give it the hiding of its life.
Because of the short chapters. It's easily streamed in these short chapters.
This creature cannot be allowed to run rampant within the castle walls. We must hold him here.
Searing slash!
Felix, stay out of trouble this time, okay?
What? But I'll be all on my own.
Do not fear. Should the monsters approach you, we will come to your aid.
Okay, I'll try and be brave.
Onward!
Friends, do not swing blindly. When facing such a foe, it is essential to seek out its weak points. Where dragons are concerned, a blow to the head or tail is worth 10 elsewhere. Now, friends, strike while our foe is prone! For armor!
Inferno slash! Inferno slash!
MP regenerates slowly in this game. Fortunately. Not quite done yet.
Huzzah! The dragon is defeated! Victory is ours! Sweet, sweet victory!
What the heck are those things?
This cannot be. Nightmares! Gird your loins, for we are sure to be swamped!
Searing slash!
They just keep coming, no matter how many of them we beat. We can't keep this up forever.
Inferno slash! Ah, I must think. There must be some strategy, some...
Do not lose heart, my loyal guardians. Here, a tonic. Witness the power of the mighty Vimstone.
Vimstone? Wait, this sensation. Unknown energies course through my veins. My strategy was flawless.
That should be just about the end of the tutorial. I'm going to continue
All done. Looks like that's the last of them.
into this story, even while I'm doing Dragon
What's the
Quest.
matter with you?
11.
Stop standing around posing and act a little pleased, will you?
I fear it is too soon for celebrations.
Is it?
If I am not much mistaken, this battle was but the first of many. We have rid the capital of monsters, yes. But this is no more than a temporary solution. It is but a matter of time before their allies outside the city launch another assault. Furthermore, it would be foolish to assume that the effects of this phenomenon are limited to the monsters in Arbor.
Okay, we get it. What you're saying is, all the other towns and villages in the world may be in trouble too.
Friends, I had feared as much myself. It would seem the time is indeed against us.
Fear not, Your Majesty. I have devised the perfect strategy. First, we must head westward, through the forest, to the city of Caliber, where
Of course! Caliber! Home of mages, inventors, and workers of wonder. Surely there we might find a clue as to the troubles that assail us.
Good thinking, Your Majesty. That's an amazing idea.
Yes, but...
Well then, we better get going.
Me too. I'm going with you.
Ah! Come, my boldest and most trusted retainers! We must sally forth without delay!
Here's the Dragon Quest theme. And the intro movie for Dragon Quest Heroes. Yeah, this is, in my opinion, a fantastic game. The best of the Musu crossovers. In fact, possibly the best Musu game they've made yet. They made a few Musu crossovers. I imagine most of you have heard of Hyrule Warriors or some of the other Musu crossovers. There have been ones for games like Berserk, or well, quite a few franchises actually. But I still think this is the best. Not only does it have a more than passable story that's very Dragon Quest, this just seems to fit. Fighting hordes of monsters this way just seems to fit for the Dragon Quest franchise. Not for its main games, of course. Now, I never got to play Dragon Quest Heroes 2.
Aye.
Alright. That's going to be the end of my first chapter. You're seeing at the top right, I'm receiving the little items I got for pre-ordering this game. Getting the Day 1 edition. So, thank you all for watching, and I look forward to the next chapter.